Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. Host Fred Arnold on the Valley Industry Association Business Spotlight. And I've got a couple minutes between guests, and I would like to share something with you that I thought was rather enlightening as a planner, as a visionary in either business or in life. I'm doing some coaching through Southwestern Coaching, and they have this model called Vision. And it's for top producers, and for their recommended reading for me right now is Think and Grow Rich. And I've done a lot of classes where you're striving for excellence and always planning for the future, but instead I'm taking a different approach. I want to create an outrageously amazing life. I want to create an amazingly outrageous outcome for others that are around me. You know, what can I do that really lifts people's spirits, that helps people get to the next level, and that's my pursuit, that's my dream. And so I thought I'd share with you some of the questions that I'm asking myself, and I ask others when I meet with them, some of my team. The first question is, what truly excites you? What excites you? You know, I did an Ironman 70.3 this last year. I was really proud of that, and it excites me to do the full Ironman 140. Why not? It's just it's a 140 and some change. Why not? Give it a shot, see how it comes out. And but it's outrageous, right? And it's inspirational. It's inspirational hopefully to my children, inspirational to myself, inspirational to people around me. Try to do something, create something that's just outrageous. What excites you? What do you love to do? What do you love to do at work? Now find out, if you can find out what you love to do at work and somehow create a job around that and that alone, your inner genius, what you're fantastic at, wow. Your productivity would go up so high, and then maybe have somebody else do the other activities that don't excite you, because your genius is going to come out, and you're going to shine, and you're going to create more sales, you're going to create more productivity. You'll just be a different person. What is your 1, 5, and 10-year vision for your life? Now notice we didn't say plan, but what is your vision? What do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? Who do you want to be with? Who do you want to be hanging out with? What friends do you want to associate with? You know, they say you are your top 5 people that you associate with. Who are they? That'd be interesting. You might have to let a few people go a little bit, or kind of just not see them as much, and associate with people that play a bigger game that you want to play. Have you ever thought about something only to have it actually happen? I had a discussion with a friend recently. And the discussion was, you know, everything I've tried to create in life has come true. I'll vision it, and then it just by visioning what it is, it ends up coming true. It ends up happening in your life. So I'm creating this vision board. People have vision boards. Are they kind of cliche-ish, or they're kind of different? Well, why not? What if it comes true? You know, what if your vision is to have a nice home for your family? You know, I know that is a material thing. However, it provides shelter and protection and financial security, and it also provides hope when your children see that you're able to take, you know, baby steps. So what if it's that? What if it's to get a degree? What if it's to have family dinners 3 times a week? And you cut out a picture of a family having dinner, or better yet, take a picture of your family having dinner and put that as part of your vision. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be with spiritual abundance. It could be with life abundance, health abundance. It could be fitness related. It could be, you name it. It could be whatever you dream it, whatever you want to create. Some discussion principles that we talked about I want to share with you. One is you become what you think about. What you think about. If you think you're going to have a tough day, you're going to have a tough day. If you think, this is just a little bit of a challenge, I'm going to bust right through it, then you're going to bust right through it. And you're going to come up with a solution. If you think it's a problem, it's a problem. If you think it's a challenge, then you're going to overcome and go right through it. The more vivid it is in your mind, the more likely it is to occur in your real life. So make it vivid. Put it down on paper. Put it on your iPad. Put it on your phone. Put it wherever you think you want to have it, and go there with something that's outrageous, something that you don't know how to make happen in a very positive, loving, spiritually feeling way. Without vision, people will perish. It's important that you have vision in everything you do. It's important that you create a vision for your future, not just a goal, but a vision of what you want to happen. And law of attraction. Find someone. I'm friends with a bunch of gentlemen that have done Ironmans and century rides on their bikes. Well, if I do that, then it's the law of attraction. They're going to pull and lift me up to be better at what I do. So really important that you kind of take these concepts and run with them. And if you ever have any questions of me, just give me a call. I'm at 661-505-4300 or fred@fredarnold.com. Let's go out there and create a vision for your future that's just amazing, that's outrageous, and something coming from your inner spirit to help others. Take care. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye. Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. This show is Fred Arnold on the Valley Industry Association Business Spotlight, and I want to do a little commentary, a little discussion on vision. I've been studying vision, and I always planned for the future myself, and I thought, well, instead of planning for the future, why not create from your vision a great future? Of course, you always got to live in the present. By living in the present, you're able to live in the moment, but we all want to create an amazing day, an amazing tomorrow, an amazing vision of where we want to go. And one of the quotes I had just a moment ago at another break is, without vision, people will perish. Without vision, people will perish. And that was in the Bible. It's important that you have a vision for your life and excitement for your life. So I want to share with you some what-ifs, questions that spur thought. What amount of money do you want to make? And why do you want to make it? What are you going to do with it? What will be the purpose? You'll find if it's to buy a Ferrari, well, you might not be able to get as much satisfaction. But if it's to provide financial resources for your family, if it's to be in a position to be able to donate back, if it's to be able to send your kids to college so they can have what they need, boy, it creates a different meaning, doesn't it? What places would you like to visit in the world? Everyone has a dream to visit somewhere. Some India. One of my good friends wants to go to India. He says, "Hey, will you take me to India? I'd love to go there." I love to go to Hawaii. I'd love to go to some of the places in the Pacific. That's my dream. I'd love to do Fiji. I'd love to visit most of our country. But what places would you like to visit? Write that down. Write that down. What type of job would you like to do every day? You might be stuck in a job that maybe is not giving you fulfillment and it's not your genius. What do you love to do? Or are you in a job you like, but you'd like to maybe tailor it so your genius comes out so you can be more productive? Certainly that could happen. Why not stay in the same company but be even more productive for your team? What would your perfect day look like in terms of how you spent your time and what you were doing? How does that look? How productive are you? Are you doing, if you're in sales, dollar producing activities first? If you're in customer service, are you satisfying the most challenged customers, helping them understand your product or service or implement your product and service? Are you handling those first and then all the other stuff that kind of happens? How does your perfect day look? What are the characteristics of your perfect spouse or significant other? Now this is an interesting one. Writing down what your characteristics of that perfect mate is, male or female, or whether it be no matter who you are, married or unmarried, what characteristics do you want in that person, and are they realistic? Are you being unrealistic or are you being realistic? And how can you share those topics? Because there's some people that love you that maybe would adjust some things if they knew, and maybe you can adjust also. What do you want to look like? What do you want to look like physically? What do you want to look like? How do you want to show up? When you show up in a room, how do you show up? What do you want to look like to others? It doesn't have to be necessarily physical either, but certainly that's what many people think of. But when you show up in a room, how do you show up? Are you full of energy? Are you full of life? Or are you showing up down and slow and unresponsive? How do you show up? What do you want to give back to the world? Oh, that's beautiful. What do you want to give back to the world? What do you want to be known for? And when our day is up, what do you want people to say about you? What kind of human being were you? Did you live from your spirit, or are you always stuck in your ego? Stuck in that what you look like versus who you who you are? What are the things you believe in most? What are your values? I believe in my children and providing for my children most. That inspires me. That they'll always be there for you. They'll always love you unconditionally, and you always love them. But what are the things you believe in most? Honesty, being authentic, being vulnerable. What people can help you get where you want to go? This is an interesting one because I always believe that successful people want you to be successful. And the ones that are successful that don't want you to be, just shy away from them. Because their success will be short-lived. Because you can only have success when you're continuing to lift people up. When you're on top of the mountain and you're pushing people down, you're eventually going to fall. You're going to lose your balance. But when you're constantly going down the ladder a little bit and pulling people up, and then you're on top, and then you're going down and lifting people up, and then you're going down and you're lifting people up. And in some cases, you're letting people be on top of the mountain, not just you. You're always going to be on top of the mountain. But when you're pushing people off, pushing them away, you're going to slip and fall. So it's really important to hang out with those that are successful, that want to help you become successful. What are the things you'd like to have? We talked about that when we came to money, but what are some of the things you like to have? I'd like to have love, peace, friendship, a great inner spirit. What are the most exciting things you'd like to try? I'm looking forward to doing a full Ironman next year. Come up with something that's outrageous, that scares you a little bit to say. What type of house do you want to live in? What people would you like to meet? Who would you want to meet? In Santa Clarita Valley or in Southern California, just go to some networking events and say, I'd like to meet a doctor that does this. I'd like to meet somebody that's really good at social media. I'd like to meet somebody who's really good at networking. I'd like to meet somebody that's really fantastic at creating healthy bodies. I'd like to meet somebody who's got great diet plans that can show you how to eat even better. Whatever that is. Spiritual abundance, life abundance, family abundance, you name it. Find that and meet that person. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? I'm going to end it at that. There's some more questions here, but what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? So I want to thank my friends Matt and the team at Southwestern Consulting who are helping challenge me with these questions. They're fantastic questions to ponder every day so you can really live a life of significance and really live from your inner spirit and bring out. While we're here, why not make it a fantastic life, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed this discussion on the 20 what-ifs to find your why. You're listening to Fred Arnold on AM 1220 KHTS. Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. Your host, Fred Arnold. On two different shows I do here, the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight and the Valley Industry Association Business Spotlight. I'm doing a little commentary on something that I'm passionate about, and I want to thank Matt from Southwestern Consulting for sharing some of this information. Matt and I talked about creating a vision, and they have this worksheet called Top Producer's Edge Vision. And it's interesting because we're not planning out a future, we're creating a vision. There's powerful words in create, because when you can create, you can really do whatever your heart and your spirit and your mind decides to do versus planning. Who wants to plan? You plan a vacation, you plan out your kids going back to school, you plan out how your yard's going to look. What about creating? What about the excitement of creating something just dynamic and exciting? So I want to share the last part of some of the homework I have to do with Southwest. Even myself, I've got a coach for my Ironman training. I got a coach for my personal coach who helps keep me on track, Alex Urbina. I love to work with him. Gerardo Barrios helps me with my Ironman training. And then I have a coach, Matt, who helps me with building my company, building our business, and building those kind of outrageous things to do to create a better tomorrow. Some of the questions I have to answer, and I want to share with you. Things I love about my life. You ever thought about the things you love? Sometimes we think about the things we don't like about our life. Oh, write those down first. Then put them on a piece of paper and go burn them. But write down the things you want to create. What do you want? What do you love about it? What's going good? Is your health good? Maybe it's not perfect, but could it be better? Do you have all four hands and feet? And are you able to walk? And some people can't. Are you clear in the mind? But maybe you need more education. Maybe you lose a little bit of weight, but you're healthy. or you could become healthy. What are the things you love about your life? Family, spiritual, the ability to wake up every day and make a choice. Those are things you could put that you can love about your life. Think deep. Think outside the box. And I know that's a word used all the time, but think about those things that are. Talk about humility. What about are you playing from a side of ego, which you want to get rid of, or are you playing from a side of being humbled and creating a new tomorrow? The next page that I have to fill out is things I regret in my past and won't repeat. This is kind of important. There's quite a few things in the past. I'm sure at times I was very impatient. How do I become a more patient person? To my team, to my family, to those around me. How do I become more present? As the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce and having a radio show and a TV show, you get pulled in a lot of directions. And sometimes you forget to focus on the person you're talking to because there's somebody else that maybe you need to talk to. But you lose that focus. And that would be something I would want to change. So I'd write that down. Say, ma'am, I want to make that. I regret not being more present. And I want to do that more. And I don't want to repeat that in the past. Write those things down. And they can be celebratory in nature. They don't have to be, They could be, wow, I did that and I'm not going to do it again. Who I want to be professionally and personally. Professionally, I want to be a giving mortgage professional that helps people achieve their dreams and goals in life, whether they use my services or not. That's what I want to be. Call Fred. Ask him. He'll help us. I don't want to advise people. I want to help people. And so that's what I want to be professionally. I want to be well educated in my craft. I don't want to be the jack of all trades. I want to be something very special to the person that I'm calling. With over 1,000 clients, it's just neat to be able to do that. And personally, I want to be an inspiration to my children and to others. What do you want to be? Who do you want to inspire? Let me tell you right now, you have to inspire yourself before you can inspire anybody else, though. You have to look in the mirror and find out the things that are great about you in order for others to see your greatness. And it starts with being humble. It starts at looking in the mirror. It starts at finding out what your inner child is, what excites you, what you're good at. And you do those things. But who do you want to be professionally and personally? What I want to do. What do you want to do? What do you want to get accomplished? Those are actually to-dos. One's to be, one's to do. Wouldn't it be great if you could be, do, and then have? Instead of to have, you got to have things first. What about being? That's critical. What do I want to do? And then what do I want to have? Notice have's last, because having certain things is the last. But if you can be an outstanding person, if your being is amazing, if you can live from your inner spirit, and then you can do those things to help drive that, you'll have an abundance of love, an abundance of friendship, abundance of humility, an abundance of health, an abundance of fitness, an abundance of financial resources. Last two questions, because we got to wrap this up. People I admire. Who do you admire? And who do you want to emulate? And what is your perfect customers? Last but not least, what are your goals? What do you want to get accomplished over the next year? Well, I hope you enjoyed this little discussion on vision, and you enjoyed this discussion with the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight on AM 1220. Until we talk again, make it a great day. It's Fred Arnold on AM 1220 KHTS.